If you haven't got the news today, the House of Representatives just voted a few hours ago to pass the Epstein files resolution to 427 people to one. Who was the one? Some MAGA nut job. You can go look them up. Go Google them. But everybody knew that if and when this thing got to the floor, everybody was going to vote for it for a couple of reasons. One of the reasons is there's an election coming up next year. And it kind of coincides with the second point, which is no one wants to be on the record saying that they voted to block the releasing of the Epstein files where known pedos are in those files, whomever they are. I don't give a rat's patoot if they are Republican, if they are Democrat, Independent. I don't care if it's Bill Clinton. I don't care if it's George Clinton. I don't care. So even though this is a political win for Democrats, that should not be the reason to celebrate. What should be the reason to celebrate is the fact that this country can come together and say, no matter what our differences are, we agree that grown-ass men should not be laying down with preteen children. We can all agree on that, right? But the problem that I have with this is every MAGA Republican did not put their names on the petition in the first place. You need 218 votes. If the Speaker of the House won't bring a bill to the floor, then you can do a discharge petition. Go to the Congress website. You'll see a dozen discharge petitions with some of them signed, some of them not signed, and some waiting to be voted on. If the Speaker don't call a vote on a certain thing, they can do a discharge petition. And if they got 218 votes, it can then go to the House floor and get a actual vote. Why is it that all 427 we can minus 212, right? Because 212 or 214 are Democrats. We knew on a political basis, just to hurt the Republicans, we knew that Democrats was going to sign this thing. So taking the Democrats out, over 200 MAGAs did not put their name on the petition. Only 4 did. 3 women, 1 man. But when they come to the floor, everybody want to vote for it. Why didn't you put your name on the petition? And then Mike Johnson, you're going to hear this. You're going to hear this from Mike Johnson because he said it on a newscast today. He said that last Wednesday, which is true, last Wednesday, he put this up for vote for unanimous consent. If you don't know what that means is they put it out there on the floor and they say, if you support the bill, say aye. And then everybody say aye. If you oppose the bill, say no. And everybody would say no. And he would say, based on what he heard, he would say the ayes have it. That's a kind of BS way of voting because, the ayes could be loud, but he want to vote no. So he'll say, okay, based on what I heard, the noes have it. So Democrats understood that political wiggle room. And if the Democrats would shout aye, and some Republicans would shout no, he would say, okay, well, the ayes have it. So everybody can go out there and say, I voted in unanimous consent to release the files. No, Democrats said, no, we want you on the record. We want you on the books. We don't want to do unanimous consent. We want to do an actual floor vote where everybody swipe their names. So it'll be etched in history. Who supported it? Who was against it? And to prove my point, go to CNN, go to Fox News, go to all the major networks. What's going on now? Senator Thune, MAGA Republican that's in charge of the Senate on the Republican side, he can bring stuff to the floor of the Senate. It's just been reported that he's going to bring the Epstein file vote up tonight or tomorrow. As soon as they do all their ins and outs in the House and that bill goes to the Senate, he wants his Senate. He wants the Senate side to vote on it. And I guarantee you there are 53 MAGAs in the Senate, roughly, I think. And there are about 47 Democrats. Guaranteed they're going to get 60, 70 plus votes in the House. They already got a veto proof majority in the House. They're going to get a veto-proof majority in the Senate. Donald Trump will have no choice but to sign it. This is a dead end issue for him. He is done with this. And here's another thing too. He opened up an investigation against Bill Clinton and all these other people, Larry Summers and J.P. Morgan Chase and all these other things, because now he can say, hey, well, I don't have to release it because we're doing an investigation just to keep the files closed. So MAGA, so now this is still a campaign issue for 2026. Because if Donald Trump said there's an investigation going on and the DOJ don't release the files, Democrats are going to say, do you support what Donald Trump is doing? That's what I would do if I was a Democrat. Do you support what Donald Trump is doing as far as that investigation? Or just go ahead and release those files? It's still an issue. It's still a campaign issue. MAGA is in the business of supporting pedos. It's in your face right now because they could have signed the petition and got over 218 votes. They chose not to. So that's my rant for today. Democrats are doing this solely for political reasons. It's a hot button issue that Democrats can use going into the 2026 midterms. It's an issue that MAGA want to suppress because it's going to hurt them in the 2026 midterms. It's all political. But when it all comes down to it, those women can finally say, hey, this man, this person did this to me when I was 15. And we know their names. And so now we got a choice to cancel them or support them. I know who I'm supporting and I know who I'm going to cancel. What do you think?